together in the spring just to show off all of the talent and the growth that they have had over the year as young singers. The first two pieces, Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho. It's one of my favorite stories. From the Bible, and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of arrangements of it. And that one actually is one of my favorites, and they did an awesome job with it. And the last one, Misty Morning by I believe it's Carl Nygaard Jr., definitely has that 80s vibe to it. But when you actually put yourself into the song, you can see that, you know, cheesy, standing on the hill, the sun's glistening down, you know, sparkling off the webs, and just like we all have here in Charles County. I just bought a house in La Plata, and it's unbelievable how much pollen falls on my house. I've never experienced anything like this before. It's been fun. So next we have Fully Charged. For those of you who do not know what Fully Charged is our premier group. It's an audition group. And we take the festival and various competitions and runouts and things like that. And they'll be performing 3 pieces, all of which have soloists or ists in them. The first one is MLK. And it literally is for Martin Luther King. And it's beautiful. It's an absolutely beautiful song. This is a very special group of singers, not just for the Charge, but everybody. And I wanted them to perform this song, especially with everything going on in our society right now. And I just want to quickly read, this is very short. I want to read the text to you. It is sleep. Sleep tonight, and may your dreams be realized. If the thundercloud passes rain, so let it rain, and rain down on him. Because he was one of the few people alive ever that could actually handle everything that was going on, and maintain composure, and maintain the positivity behind what he was fighting for, and what the whole movement was fighting for. So I hope all of you can take that and imagine as we sing this song, as well as the other two, which are equally as beautiful. Here's Fully Charged. Sleep tonight. Featuring 2 soloists, Janae Jameson. Last number for this set is You Will Reap What You Sow. Featuring awesome tune soloists. One more I want to give you some background information on. Our next piece is called Dreams, and it's actually one of 3 pieces from the trilogy of Dreams. And it's from text from Langston Hughes. And of course, I asked a lot of my singers and said, what is Langston Hughes? And I was actually fairly surprised they knew. So I really quick, I just want to read this to you. You're going to get this tonight. So the text is, hold fast to dreams. For if dreams die, life is like a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. And then the second verse, hold fast to dreams. For when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. a lot of the things that we've been talking about this entire semester with my singers is just don't give up on your dreams. Never give up on your dreams. Again, feeding back into just the constant state that our society is in right now, you know, everything going on. You know, I refuse to let that negativity come into my classroom. And what they have done with this music is outstanding, and I think all of you will truly enjoy, not the whole concert, but especially this next set from our concert choirs. It's fantastic, so I hope you enjoy this piece. If you ever come across a piece of music arranged by Tina Chin, it's going to be good. I am kind of a big jazz guy. I love jazz. I sang a lot of acapella jazz in high school. And then I went a totally different direction in college, which you'll hear after this set. But one of the things that I really enjoy is watching the light bulbs of students turn on when they first are exposed to jazz and the crazy stuff that you're going to hear in a little bit. It's kind of one of those, you know, and then I say, you can't say you hate it until after the concert, okay? And this is a very hard piece of music, and we worked, and we worked, and we worked, and every time they sing it, I'm just in awe. I really, really think that all of you will really, really like this, and especially how they're able to capture the essence of Over the Rainbow from, you know, when it was first introduced to us in when did it come out? I don't know. I wasn't alive then. Things were still in black and white. And then they came in Technicolor. So they are very much going to bring this line that I really enjoy. Here is Over the Rainbow. First announcement, for all of you who are videotaping this, please send me a copy. We had our camera set up ready to go, and none of our SD cards were read by the devices. So if you're taking pictures and videos, please email them to me, or send them in with your kid and have them in with me, please, I beg of you. For our first year singers here at Lackey, they could have sang before, that's all good, but what we're doing each year, we have awards, pins, certificates, letters, so on and so forth. So if you are a first year singer here at Lackey, can you raise your hand? Yes? They will be receiving a choir lyre. A lyre is like a harp, just smaller, and also a certificate stating that they were in chorus, which they can put in their portfolios, things like that. Second year singers, please raise your hands. They will be receiving their letter, the Lackey L and the royal blue with choir down the side, or down the middle of the purple part of the L. Third year singers. They'll be receiving their bar, and the way that we have it set up looks really cool. Once we have a music honor society here at Lackey that we just instituted. We actually just had our elections for next year's officers, and one of our service projects this year is we have a performing arts showcase, and Tri-M is going to be completely redoing it so that way these types of things can be displayed. Now, this next one is not easy in this day and age in public education, and that is to be in chorus, or any performing arts for that matter, or arts in general for 4 solid years. If you are in choir for 4 years, please raise your hand. silver-plated pin. It's round. In the center of it is a royal blue Swarovski crystal. And around the sides is etched in Henry E. Lackey Choir, 4 years, with a little treble clef dangling off. It is gorgeous. It's some bling. And I really wanted them to have something that stands out beyond the choir. So all you first years, that's your goal. Okay? 3 years. And there's one other special thing that I want to announce tonight. When I was in high school, I received the ACDA National Student Award, which is the American Choral Directors Association, hence the guys of us that stand up here and flap our arms. We have a national organization, and part of it is we have a National Student Award, and that award goes to a student who not only shows exemplary talent, but is also dedicated to the program, as well as any other program that involves singing. It's fantastic. And then are pursuing music or some sort of the arts as a career choice. I want to show you real quick. Done up for us, and we cover this. It's a perpetual plaque, and it says up at the top, ACDA, American Choral Directors Association, National Student Award. So each year, this will be awarded to one student. And this is our first year here at Lackey. I'm really, really proud to be able to give this award. This award is not given out that much in the country anymore. It was stopped a couple of years ago, but those who received it kind of have that grandfathered capability to continue it on wherever they teach. So something I want to read real quick. So this student has worked on more than 20 shows. The first audition song was "You've Got a Friend in Me," and was also used as his last high school audition song for a show. Apparently, he literally will not stop singing nerdier and geekier music at home. He can apparently do a ridiculous French accent. Is currently starring in Spamalot at PTP, Port Tobacco Players. Has serenaded a girl in a barbershop quartet that he put together, and has won Best Actor at the Thespian State Festival. I would now like to present the American Choral Directors Association National Student Award here at Henry Lackey 2015 to Matthew Jones. Words escape me with him. This piece is called Lux Adunque, and the translation for it, so that way you can follow along kind of with what we're doing, is light, warm and heavy as pure gold, and the angels sing softly to the newborn baby. That's it. That's short. But what Eric Whitaker does with this text and with the music is amazing. The Latin, it was originally in English, and Eric asked Charles Silvestri to translate it into the Latin, and then he set it to music. I hope all of you enjoy this unbelievably difficult piece. Notice there are 12 singers behind me. There are 10 different parts throughout this entire song. Most of them are singing their parts by themselves. It's unbelievable. I hope you enjoy Lux Adunque. Fully Charged is There Is No Rose, which is where we got a title for our performance, No Rose of Such Vertu, and yes, that's how you spell such. It's Middle English, Old English, a little bit of every kind of English that's in this setting. It just added to the insert adjective of this piece, and you'll get what I mean when I say that. a group of US-based musicians were due to depart with me, Jim Poulos, not me, the guy who composed the song, with me for a tour of the People's Republic of China to perform Sounds of a Better World, concerts benefiting children's charities in each tour city. As the world reeled from the events of 9/11, the tour was postponed. The world changed and fear took a place in the hearts and minds of many. The outpouring of emotion and passion that ensued served as a great source of insight for Jim Poulos. In early October that year, the director of the Foundation for Small Voices asked if he would consider a request to write with a multicultural choir in Miami whose choristers wanted to meet the growing world of violence and despair with music. We Will, the song you're about to hear, was composed as part of that songwriting workshop. The children were committed and disciplined in their desire to create a response to the changing world. Completing the song in 2 days. Okay? He wrote the song in 2 days. Jim was inspired by the work with Miami Children's Choir and their director, Timothy Sharp. There is no better way to compose a song than from real feelings. We Will is a result of real thoughts, feelings, and hopes. The words that the children helped to write speak for themselves. Those words are their gift to the world, to other children who struggle with trying to make sense of this world. A note on the lyrics. This will be a little fun in the beginning. The children that helped compose this, they wanted to include some nonsensical phrases that, in Jim's understanding of what they were trying to communicate, would deflect the barrage of words in the news that confused them. Because when you're a child, you look at the news and you kind of go, and then you can play with the toys because you just don't care. Okay? But as they get older, they start to recognize violence, this, that, bombing, so on and so forth. So the words that you're going to hear in the beginning of this piece, that's their shield. That's their barrier that they've built up to deflect all the negativity in this world. Again, going back to our theme for this show. I hope you enjoyed We Will, and I hope that you all have had a wonderful night here at Lackey High School. Thank you.
See mama, see mama, see mama, see mama, as we walk.